All right, guys, last time we looked at the 5K version, but today we're actually doubling it. This is the MoveSpeed Magnetic Blade S10, the 10,000 milliamp hour battery MagSafe power bank. It's trying to be your all-day battery buddy. It's got a bigger cell, faster charging, and somehow still manages to stay slim. So let's take a look and let's see if that extra capacity actually makes a difference. All right, let's unbox it. Same exact packaging as last time. You get the ring on the bottom with the instructions and a USB to USB-C cable. The S10 looks nearly identical to the S5. Same clean aluminum finish, same N52 magnets, same 15-watt wireless charging pad, but it's just a bit thicker. I mean, you could easily still put this in your pocket, and it has the same premium feel. The LED battery indicator and the USB-C port are tucked nearly at the bottom, so overall look stays nice and clean. Just think of it as the S05 after a protein shake. So here's where it levels up. The S10 has 10,000 milliamp hour cell, which means roughly 2 charges for an iPhone 17 Pro Max, or about 2.5 for smaller models. You get 15 watts MagSafe wireless with a 20-watt wired input through USB-C. So my 17 Pro Max went to about 0 to 50% in about 45 minutes wirelessly, and around 32 minutes when I plugged it in. It runs cooler than most third-party MagSafe batteries. The NTC sensor inside actually helps prevent thermal throttling. So we got the same 17 watts input of charging, which isn't bad. Now let's plug it into the iPhone and see what we get. So we do get a little fluctuation, but again, my iPhone right now is about halfway full, so it's at 50%. So I wouldn't expect to get the full amount. So I guess once it evens out, we're getting now a 1920. So I guess it just had to cycle through before settling in, which is typical with a lot of these smart devices. You know, once you plug it in, you got to wait for the wattage to kind of cycle through before it actually settles on a charging. So it is giving the 20 watts stated on the package through a wired connection through USB-C, which is great. I love it when the packaging actually reflects on what it's supposed to be doing. So unlike the SO5, you could actually charge 2 devices at once, wired and wirelessly together. So let's give that a try. We got the 17 Pro Max plugged in wirelessly, and we have the 16 Pro Max here. Just to preface, this one is at 81%, but let's see what we get with this. So again, I'm going to give it a little bit because it sometimes takes a little bit to even out the charging. So it looks like you get about 10 watts, which is still pretty awesome. So let's go over a couple of the pros for this. Pros, it's great capacity, stable magnet, safe thermal control, and that wired plus wireless combo. I mean, this is pretty awesome itself. Now, a little bit of the cons, it is a bit heavy. It's coming in at 177 grams, and it's not quite pocket invisible like the SO5, but you're trading like thickness for endurance. So, you know, if the S05 is the backup, you know, the S10 is like clearly the daily driver here. So that's it. That's the MoveSpeed S10, the middle child that actually got it right. Next up, we're going to be testing the 25,000 milliamp hour battery, the M25 Pro. I mean, that big boy can charge your phone, your laptop, and probably your next door neighbor's laptop at the same time. So make sure you're subbed. You don't want to miss out. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and take care, guys.